Hello students, today you're going to learn about the poem Upagupta written by Rabindranath Tagore. So let's read about the poet. Rabindranath Tagore, the greatest of India's modern poets, was born in an affluent Bengali family in 1861. Besides being a poet, he was a novelist, essayist, and dramatist. Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1913 for his book Gitanjali. He was the founder of the internationally famous institution Vishwa Bharati at Shantiniketan. So, students, here you have two characters. One is Upagupta. Okay, he was the disciple of Lord Buddha and the dancing girl of Mathura. Her name was Vasavadatta. She was very beautiful and famous dancing girl, and she was very proud of her beauty, youth, and her wealth. So, students, let's read the poem. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust lay asleep on the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. So, Upagupta, he was the disciple of Buddha. He was sleeping on the dusty ground in the city wall, of Madura. That means the end of the city Madura. Lights were all switched off, doors were all closed, and everyone had slept. And stars were all hidden because it was the month of August. Because in the month of August, there will be no stars. whose feet were whose feet were those tinkling with anklets, touching his breast of a sudden. He woke up startled, and the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. So Vasavadatta, a dancing girl, was walking with a lamp in her hand. So she was walking as it was very dark. Okay, so she was carrying a lamp in her hand. Without noticing the ground, she stumbled over the body of Upagupta. She suddenly fell on the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. Suddenly, he woke up. Suddenly, Upagupta, he woke up and extremely surprised. The light from what she was carrying, okay, the light from the women's lamp fell on Upagupta's merciful eyes. Okay. Uh, and he saw a beautiful woman standing on the ground. It was the dancing girl. It was the dancing girl, stayed with jewels, wearing a pale blue mantle, drunk with the wine of her of her youth. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face, austerely beautiful. So the woman was shining, okay, as she was wearing lots of jewels. So she was shining. She has put on a blue color dress. She was young and beautiful. She was very proud of her youth and beauty. As she lowered her lamp, okay, she lowered her lamp and she saw a young man's face, okay, and the face was reflecting charm of simple and strict way of living. So forgive me, ascetic, said the woman. Graciously come to my house. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. The young ascetic answered, women, go on your way. So the young woman begged for forgiveness as she stumbled on the body of Upagupta. She asked sorry. Okay. She requested him kindly to come to her home, saying that the dirty ground is not fit for him. It is not a good place for him to sleep. Upagupta told her gently to go back to her home. Okay. When the time is ripe, I will come to you. Suddenly, the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. The storm from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. So Upagupta told her to go back to her home and told him that he would. So Upagupta told her that he would meet her when the time was ripe, when the time is good, when the time comes, he'll surely come to meet her. Suddenly, the black knight showed his teeth in a flashing light of thunder. So it was a terrible storm. So by the storm of light, it arose the corner of the sky and made a long deep sound. Okay, the thunder made the long and deep sound. The woman was shocked. Okay, the woman was shocked of unknown danger. A year not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April. In spring season, the branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. So after a year, so even a year has not yet passed. Okay, since the women met him, so it was the evening in spring season. So all the branches of the trees were full of flowers. The branches of the trees on the wayside were full of heavy flowers. Light-hearted music tone. Okay, the light-hearted music tone is music tone of a flute is heard from afar. Okay, in the spring air from far away distance. Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of the rampart. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? So Upagupta was he was passing from the city gates and stood at the base of the city wall. That city wall, it is built for protection. Suddenly he saw a woman lying on the ground in the shadow of mango grove, stuck with black pestilence, her body spotted with the source of smallpox. She was hurriedly driven away from the town to avoid her poisonous contagion. The ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees. So, mm, the so the dancing girl Vasavadatta was struck with, okay, the woman who was lying on the ground, she was struck with deadly disease. Her body was spotted with sores of smallpox. So she was removed from the city of Mathura because the poisonous disease what she was suffering, it might spread by her contact. So she was driven away. So she has removed by the people of the that village. Okay, so Upagupta, he sat by her side. Okay, so he sat by her side and took her head on his knees. So he took her head on his knees. He applied, so he took her head on his knees. Okay, so that lady who was lying, the woman who was lying on the ground, so she was suffering from a deadly disease. Okay, her body was spotted with source of smallpox. So smallpox, it is a contagious disease. So all the people had driven her away from the city and moistened her lips with water and smeared her body with sandal balm. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. So Upagupta, he sat by her side and took her head on his knees. He applied her body with the sandal balm. He made her lips wet with water. The women asked him who the merciful man was. He replied to her that at last the time had come to visit her, and he was there. So, hope you have enjoyed the poem and hope you have understood the poem.